Pivoting is one of the most basic skills in the game of basketball, and it's essential for dribbling, scoring, and passing effectively. This iSport lesson will show you how to correctly pivot in basketball. Basketball players must always be ready to explode off the balls of their feet. But in order to play with quickness and keep the defender on his heels, you need to have the proper footwork. This is especially true when it comes to pivoting. The pivot itself is just moving around while leaving one foot in contact with the ground at all times, because the rules dictate that you're allowed to move only one foot when stationary with the ball. The foot that stays planted on the floor is referred to as the pivot foot. To make a pivot, your weight should be on the balls of your feet, and your feet should be about shoulder width apart. You never want to stand flat-footed or have your weight shifted back to your heels. The ball of your pivot foot must remain on the ground at all times, and it cannot slide across the floor. Pivoting simply involves spinning this planted foot on the floor while you move. You'll be called for a traveling violation if you lift your pivot foot, change pivot feet, or slide your pivot foot before you dribble, shoot, or pass the ball. It is legal for your pivot foot to leave the ground when taking a shot. Most beginning players pivot with their dominant leg. You push off your pivot foot when you explode out of the triple threat position. So, for most developing players, it feels more natural to use your dominant leg. This is absolutely fine to start. You want to have a balanced game though, so make sure you learn how to pivot with both feet. Let's review what this lesson covers. Pivoting allows you to maneuver with the ball while stationary. The key to pivoting is to keep one foot in contact with the ground at all times. Sliding or switching the pivot foot before you pass or dribble is a rule violation.